right, so welcome to Unit 5, Lesson 1, Interpreting Negative Numbers. Here is a weather thermometer. 3 of the numbers have been left off. What are the numbers that go in the boxes, and what temperature does the thermometer show? So pause the video and take a moment to answer this. All right, welcome back. So if we look at the thermometer, we have temperatures from -10 up to 30. And it looks like we might be counting by fives because 15 to 20 you have to add 5. And we skipped 1, so if we subtracted 10 there, we know in the middle this should be 10, 25, and -5 because we're skip counting by fives. So the numbers that go in the boxes are 25, 10, and -5. And then it asks us here, what temperature does the thermometer show? So if we're looking at the thermometer, it looks like it's warmer than -5 degrees, but it's not quite 0 degrees. So it's about halfway between. So I would say it's about -2.5 degrees. And it's degrees Celsius because right here it is showing us Celsius. So that was the warm-up. Let's go ahead and turn the page. All right, so we have fractions of a degree. What temperature is shown on each thermometer? I want you to pause the video and figure out what temperature is on each thermometer. Welcome back. So let's take a look. It looks like we're moving again by fives, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lines in between each. So we can count this one. It's 1 line just below 5, so this would be 4 degrees. Let's look at the second one. So right here we have -5 going up -4, -3. So this would be -3 degrees. And this one and the third one, that kind of is a little bit more than 5, but it's not quite 6. It looks like it's about halfway in the middle. So I would say this one is -5, or not negative because this is a positive number, 5.5. And then let's look at this last one. So we would have -4, -3, -2 is this line right here. And this one over here would be -1. So it's halfway between -2 and -1. So it would be closer to the -1 because it hasn't gone down lower. So this would actually be -1.5 degrees because it's at that halfway point closer to 0. So we can say we have 4 degrees, 3 degrees, 5.5 degrees, and -1.5 degrees. So which thermometer shows the highest temperature? Or which one is the warmest? It's going to be the one that's warmer. It's got that higher temperature. So which one are we looking at? Yeah, that's right. We would be looking at this third thermometer. The thermometer that has 5.5 degrees. And it's in Celsius. Which thermometer shows the lowest temperature, the coldest temperature? That's right, the second one right here. So this one right here, oops, I meant to use the highlighter, -3. So this one right here would be the lowest temperature. So -3 degrees Celsius. And then we have a question down here on the bottom. Suppose the temperature outside is -4 degrees Celsius. is that colder or warmer than the coldest temperature shown? How do you know? So our coldest temp is -3 degrees Celsius. And that is between -5 and 0. So -4 would put us about right here in between. So it would put us at this line right here in between the two. So is that colder or is that warmer? You're right, that's colder because it's lower or closer to the bottom of the thermometer. So -4 degrees Celsius is colder than the coldest temperature shown because it's a smaller number. Beautiful. All right, and then let's turn the page to our last problem set. So we're on page 351 now, and we're looking at seagulls soar and sharks swim. So here's a picture of some sea animals. The number line on the left shows the vertical position of each animal above or below sea level. How far above or below sea level is each animal? Measure to their eye level, so where their eyeballs lay. So I want you to take a moment, try this on your own, and then come back and we will figure out where everybody's landing. All right, welcome back. So we'll start first off with our eagle up here. And his eye level looks like it's pretty much right at the 10. So I would label him as 10 meters. Then we have our dolphin, which is between 0 and 5 at eye level. I would say it's about halfway. So what number is about halfway between 0 and 5? That's right, 3. So we're going to call our dolphin a 3. And right at sea level, this looks like a penguin. So right at sea level, he is at 0 because he is not above the water and he's not below the water. His eye is right on that line. Let's take a look at our little shark friend. Okay, so if we line up our shark friend's eye level, again, that looks very similar to our dolphin above. So what would we say that is? Yeah, -3. So we would be at -3. And we have our fish over here. Looking at his eye level, about halfway between -5 and -10. So what's halfway between -5 and -10? So if we go -6, -7, that's 2, -8, -9, 4, and -10. So halfway in between there, I would say, is about -7. And our little octopus friend is sitting right here at eye level with -10. So I'm going to zoom out so you can see the whole chart. We have now put all of our little creatures here. So we have 10 meters, 3 meters, 0 meters, -3 meters, -7 meters, and -10 meters. So let's look here. So number 2 says a mobile ray is 3 meters above the surface of the ocean. How does its vertical position compare to the height or depth of the jumping dolphin? So if we have a ray, So I'm just going to put an R for ray. That is 3 meters above. What's its relationship to the dolphin? Well, as far as it goes with the dolphin, it's lined up right with the dolphin. So they're the same. The same. What about the flying seagull? Well, how far away is the flying seagull from our ray? If our ray is at 3, we do 10 minus 3, and it's a difference of 7. And then we have our friend the octopus that we've got to compare it to. So our ray is up here. Here's our ray. And then it wants us to go all the way down to the octopus. So we have our 3, and we go down -10. In this case, we would add these two numbers together because we want to know the total distance between them. So we have 3 plus 10, which would give us 13. All right. An albatross, and what an albatross is it's like a seagull. Ooh. So it's very much like a seagull. Might be better in a different color. Seagull. They look very similar. It's just a bird on the ocean. All right, so we have an albatross that is 5 meters above the surface of the ocean. How does its vertical position compare to the height or depth of the jumping dolphin? So let's put our albatross 5 meters above. So here's our albatross. We're going to label it A, and that's right at the 5 meters. So its difference, or distance between the dolphin and the albatross would be 5 minus 3, and that would give us a difference of 2. Let's change the color. 2. And then if we look at the flying seagull, well, we're here at 5, and the seagull is above by how much? Yeah, it's above by 5 meters. So if we go down here, the flying seagull is above by 5 meters. And the octopus, oh, we didn't put our other octopus over here. This was 13. So the octopus and the albatross. So the albatross is 5 above, and the octopus is 10 below. 10 plus 5 is going to give us 15. So it's 15 meters. Let's look at the next one. A clownfish is 2 meters below the surface of the ocean. How does its vertical position compare to the height or depth of the jumping dolphin? So we have a clownfish 2 meters below the ocean. So let's put our clownfish in. Clownfish. And it was 2 meters, 2 meters. So here's our clownfish. And this is -2 because it's 2 meters below. And we're starting with our dolphin. So depth-wise, we have 3 here and 2 down here. So we would do 3 plus 2, which would find we would get 5. So let's go down 5 meters. Now let's go take a look at the comparison between our clownfish and our flying seagull. So our flying seagull is 10 meters above, and our clownfish is 2 meters below. So we would have to do 10 plus 2, and that would give us 12. So 10 plus 2 gives us 12. So their difference is 12. Now we need to compare it to the octopus. So if we're looking at our clownfish and we compare it to our octopus, we're going to be going from here down to here. So 2 and 10, what's the difference between 10 and 2? 10 minus 2 is going to give us 8. They are 8 meters apart. Number 5. The vertical distance of a new dolphin from the dolphin in the picture is 3 meters. What is the distance from the surface of the ocean? So if our current dolphin is here at 3 meters and our new dolphin is going above 3 meters, our new dolphin would be 3 plus 3, and that would give us 6. So our new dolphin would be 6 meters above the surface of the ocean. Beautiful. All right, here is your summary page from this lesson that goes over what we did today, looking at the change in temperatures and the change in distance. And we did a little bit of absolute value, which was when we went here to find the distance between where a creature was and where they ended up. All right, so you're going to complete pages 352 to 353 and answer all questions for homework. See you next time.